Howdy. And okay, imagine this. You're a game company that has just released a very polarizing game that has been lambasted by the larger part of, I don't know, how about the entire internet? What is one of your next steps you are going to take to fix your relationship with your community? Do you add a new, screw the questionnaire, they added a Battle Royale mode to Fallout 76, okay? I bet a lot of you remember this. I personally thought I might have been in some sort of Mountain Dew fever dream and imagined the whole thing, but nope, it's real and it's called Nuclear Winter, and it's been shut down, or is going to be shut down very soon. They announced it is just stepping slowly to the grave. Story of a generation. So I thought, well, since it's gonna be yeeted from existence soon, I might as well hop into it to see what it was really like. And just like my other Fallout 76 video, I came out the other side with a completely different opinion than I had when I started. If you have seen that other Fallout 76 video I've made, you probably know that I actually really like Fallout 76. After all the content updates and everything that they've added so far. Well, can't say I didn't see that coming. Time to strip naked and pretend I'm a peacock. No one wants to fight a crazy man. But yeah, I know Fallout 76 has its issues, a dang good amount of them, but I still found myself really enjoying my time when I played through it for that video. But I did not enjoy the game on release because it felt like paying $60 to have Todd saw off 80% of my Fallout game and divide the remaining 20% to randos online. But it has improved greatly since then. Check out my video that I have on my channel to see my full opinion on the game in its current state. But anyways, we are here to talk about this freaking thing. And just like the actual game, I went in with the sole intent to rip it apart. I wanted to find as many issues with it as I possibly could and go to town on a video just condemning the whole idea. But I ended up coming out the other end just kind of really sad and upset. Why, you may ask? Well, that's exactly what I plan to explain in this here video. See, it was kind of the community that really made me change my opinion on this game mode. I will explain all that after I discuss what this game mode is really. Okay, a quick disclaimer, I'm not the biggest fan of Battle Royale games. I mean, I've played some like Apex and Fortnite because my wife really likes Fortnite, so they're not really my thing. But I am a really massive fan of Fallout. So yeah, let's talk about Nuclear Winter now. Okay, let's answer the question. How does it play? And what unique mechanics does it bring to this whole oversaturated table? Well, the base game is, it's a Battle Royale. No. So yeah, you run around, you shoot dudes, you loot, you run around some more, and then you run around some more. Yeah. They do integrate the building mechanics with a quick build you can pick up when you loot stuff, but it's nothing crazy, so don't get too excited. But for the most part, the main focus is to run and occasionally shoot and loot, scoot, and boogie. It works. I mean, I did have some fun with it. I kept saying, oh, I'm gonna just play 1 or 2 games to get some footage for the video, and then I was like, one more game. Okay, maybe one more. So I had to admit, I was having a bit of fun. But don't get me wrong, I do have a fair amount of complaints with this mode, but I will get to those in a dedicated complaint section towards the end of the video, after we discuss what Nuclear Winter does unique in the whole world of BR games. Okay, so before we even get into the game, there's a lot of loading screens, so you can see my amazing photo skills from the in-game photo shoot mode. You're welcome. Then you're in a vault. Okay, this is a great idea. You're in Vault 51, a new vault just made for this game mode, and you can only explore this tiny part of it. But as you level up, you'll be able to explore deeper into the vault and uncover more secrets about it. You can also shower. And shower together. You can box people if anyone wants to. You can play instruments. I will form an audience. Just give me a bit of time, I swear it will happen. Oh, look! We have formed. Bow before us. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. So it had a pretty great first impression on me, as a massive fan of the series. But how about the real meat of the game? One thing I thought was kind of neat is how they had multiple maps. I know Apex has the same thing, but in Nuclear Winter you have 2 maps to choose from, Flatwoods and Morgantown. But I'm just kidding, you only have Morgantown, because no one, and I mean no one ever picks Flatwoods. Yeah, Yeah, it comes to a vote, and poor Flatwood only won twice in my entire time of playing the game. But once the map is chosen, you don't get to tell your friends where we dropping, boys. Because in this game, it's basically where we clicking, boys. Because you just kind of gotta click the spot where you want to spawn at. And you'll be forced to say that because there is no solo mode. Teams of 4 for you, please. Again, the complaints are later, so I will hold it for now. But I do think simply picking where you want to go is unique, at least. And definitely wasn't because they were too lazy to spawn a helicopter spawning in and have to model the entire aerial view of the map. It's totally not because of that. Then after your spot is locked in, it shows you the position of everyone else too. So you can have a heart attack when it pops up and you see this. But when you spawn in, you are invisible for a few seconds to get your bearings. But if you get a weapon, you're instantly pop out of your invisibility, so you can't take advantage of it. And one thing I did enjoy was the incorporation of some Fallout mechanics. One being power armor. These are very rare to find, but if you do, you will be much harder to kill, but of course you will be much louder. You're basically a moving freaking tank at this point. So it has its downsides. It isn't just overpowered. It's best to use this with a specific build. That's right, your build, because you have skill cards you can use to focus your character into a certain play style, such as heavy weapons or snipers, maybe pistols. This is great on paper, but the downside is, well, it's a random loot. You get random loot. So sometimes it really hurts when you just really want to find a freaking sniper because your whole build is sniping, but you just find 15 freaking submachine guns. But I like the idea and the integration. There are also no microtransactions whatsoever, so that's amazing. I mean, you can bring cosmetics from the base game, so you could say that the microtransactions for the base game are basically microtransactions for this game, but there are no unique microtransactions made just for this game mode, so I kind of like that. But okay, I'm going to talk about the most unique feature in this whole mode compared to other Battle Royale games, and it is an amazing idea on paper again, that being the nukes. Yup, you can launch a nuke in a Battle Royale game, and it is very hard to do. In order to do it, you'll either need to be a murder machine or extremely lucky. You need to get 4 launch codes and a briefcase. Get all these picked up and you can pick a spot on the map and basically instantly kill 10 people or more. It's really unique and is an amazing idea for a Fallout game mode like this. The downside is, if you're in the middle of one of these blast zones and you're in a house or something, you only have 15 seconds to leave and get out of the zone. And sometimes it is literally impossible to do this. And I've had several games that were going amazingly, but they got prematurely ended because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time and just got unlucky. It really felt like a middle finger when all 3 of my squad mates were loaded with good guns, we all had mics, and were having a blast, doing fantastic, only to get blasted and have a full team wipe because it was impossible to escape. I wish they balanced this a little better. Give us 25 seconds. Anything like that, it would have been much better. Because, well, the nuke isn't just instant kill everything, it's also area denial. The nuke area will be radiated, and you can only survive in there with a hazmat suit or power armor. So sometimes the maps get very tiny and you are forced to either edge the whole outer circle or get inside of the radiated area. And this felt like a proper Fallout multiplayer mode at these moments. It is the most fun I had with the game, hands down, in these sort of situations. Also, there's a bunch of mobs everywhere that you can kill to get healing items or sometimes some loot like nuclear codes and stuff. Even these things, which one of my teammates decided to shoot and nearly wiped the entire team, so that's pretty cool. Okay, that's basically a good segue into discussing my issues with this mode. Okay, first things first, you can't go solo. I mean, you technically can, but it will not set the other players to be the same party limit, meaning you'll be by yourself against teams of 4, which is a huge disadvantage. Might as well just be in a team at that point. I really wish they had more modes like solo or duos for players who just want to have a quick match and don't want to be stressed out about having teammates to worry about. And there's also a lack of team-focused build cards. Like if I wanted to be a healer, I can't really do that. It's mainly just pick which weapon you want to use or some slight buffs to yourself. And again with the cards, it's kind of dumb how you don't start out with every card. I know they want you to have something to unlock unlock as you level up, but it's really stupid when you start and feel so much weaker than the rest of the game because you simply don't have as good of cards because they've unlocked the better cards. You start off at a huge disadvantage. Also, you have stamina in a battle royale game. I was hoping I would warm up to this, and surprisingly enough, I didn't. I never grew on this. I don't like this limitation in a game mode where 90% of the thing is sprinting. Another issue is that there is hackers aplenty. Like one of my teammates told me in one game that a guy could set down 5 invincible turrets and just have a party. I was also on a bridge one time where my entire team got wiped because a guy was sniping us through the wall, literally. So yeah, that's a thing too. So yeah, I don't really see them fixing these issues either. This is the best spot to change my tone from funny man explaining game to serious man being serious, because as I mentioned at the start of the video, I came out of this game mode really sad. Why? Because this community of players is one of the best communities I have ever had the pleasure of playing with in a multiplayer game. No joke. Yeah, in Fallout 76, the community is amazing for the nuclear winter. Yeah, I mean, you have a few stinkers in there, like every multiplayer game, but everyone was so polite on mic, and they were constantly helping each other out, and I didn't have a single salty player when they had a mic on. Not a single one. Even when we all got nuked from that one game where we were doing amazing and we all got nuked, they all just kind of laughed and said, good game, what can you do, man? It's kind of unbalanced, who cares? And well, like I said, this game mode is getting shut down. And not only that, but when this gets shut down, it will be also basically be shutting down the entire Fallout 76 multiplayer. Because since the base game has been basically gutted of the whole PvP part of the game, after patch after patch after patch, they keep reducing the PvP aspect of Fallout 76. And Nuclear Winter is kind of the outlet for players to experience the multiplayer side of this game, because they can't really do that anymore in the base game. I mean, there are petitions going around, hashtags on Twitter to save the Fallout 76 multiplayer, and I got to agree with them here. I mean, it's a multiplayer game, and people want to do multiplayer, and Nuclear Winter is their only way to do that anymore. And the game mode ain't perfect, don't get me wrong, I have my issues with it, just like I have my issues with every Battle Royale game. But for the most part, it's harmless. It doesn't do anything offensive, it isn't trying to beg you for money, it isn't broken where it's completely glitched out of existence. I honestly think the game mode is fine. Like I said, it isn't my thing, Battle Royales aren't my thing, but it seems fun enough and people are enjoying it, and the community is great around it. So I'm more along the line just angry with Bethesda. This game mode was announced years ago, and since then it has still been in beta, and they really seem to try and just catch the trend of Battle Royale while it was still popular. I mean, it still is popular, but you know, while it was becoming a thing. But once they had it out there, it seems they just kind of gave up. And this is a popular mode, don't be mistaken. I had 0 issues getting a game. It took seconds, I mean seconds, to find a match. I never exceeded 2 minutes of waiting to find a game in it. Why couldn't they have put more effort into this? Fix some of the bugs like hackers? Maybe add some unique weapons to just this game mode, or unique maps that aren't just areas of the base game sectioned off and with a little bit of edits added. Maybe we can go to Washington or Miami. Who knows? The sky is the limit with something like this. But it seems they really just rushed this out. Maybe find a way to integrate VATS, because VATS is one of the biggest part of the combat when it comes to Fallout games. I mean, I know it'd basically be auto aim, but maybe find a way to interpret it in some way to make it feel more like a Fallout game. I see hints of what could have been. Like, some of these sites are amazing, some of the views here are great, some of the moments were awesome to experience, especially with the great community. Like when me and my team were in huge battles, or trading loot, or giving each other radaway to remove rads that we needed, or giving bullets to people who needed specific bullets, and stuff like that. I see here what could have been if they kept building on it, or really just put more effort and money into it and release this separately or something like that. But no. Now the only multiplayer mode in a multiplayer Fallout game is now gone. And I am sorry to the community of people who have gotten to level 300 in this game mode, only to get it pulled away for no real reason. You deserve better than that. Seriously. Fix this, Bethesda. Again, seriously, fix it. I love Fallout 76, and saying that just is already gotten me lambasted and hated by a lot of people. Go to the comment section on my Fallout 76 video and you'll see a lot of people calling me a dumb idiot for liking the game. Again, there's issues with Fallout 76, but I had fun with it. And Bethesda really seems like they couldn't make money from Nuclear Winter, and so they're pulling it. They couldn't come up with a microtransaction way for the Justice game mode that wouldn't make people angry, so they're just pulling the game mode. Because it's popular. The game mode is popular. Again, I am not the biggest fan of Battle Royale games, so I couldn't really compare it to the other top guns, but I had a decent amount of fun here, and I had a great time with the community. So if you own Fallout 76, I would say hop in and play a few rounds. You just might find yourself having more fun than you thought you might. And people out there who are upset that Nuclear Winter is getting shut down and you've played it for a long time, genuinely, I am sorry. I feel bad for you and I wish that Bethesda treated you better. Anyways, thanks guys. See ya.